I finally listened to you on this whole audiophile thing, and I decided to get a streamer, DAC, preamp, and amp.
That's awesome. I can't believe you just dove right in and bought all those components. What'd you get?
Yeah, I can actually show you what I got.
Yeah, I'd love to see all that. You actually brought it all here?
Yeah, in fact, I got it right here actually. It's the S.M.S.L DA9. It's pretty sweet. You know, it's got the streaming and got a subwoofer out. It's really cool. It's got 50 watts of power and 8 ohms. It's pretty sweet.
The DAC and the streamer and the preamp and the amplifier, they're all in a box.
Are you all right? Did I say something wrong? Oh, it's got EQ and Bluetooth too. That's pretty sweet, huh? So Apos Audio sent me the SMSL DA9. It's a $250 streaming all-in-one unit, essentially. And when I got it in, my wife told me, audiophiles aren't going to like that. And I asked why. And she said, audiophiles like boxes. They like big, heavy boxes that do one thing. So audiophiles like to have 6, 7, 8 boxes in their rack that all do one thing, because they want to make sure that everything is being done exceedingly well to the pinnacle performance, and there's nothing else in that box that does anything else, because you can only be good at one thing. Okay, maybe that's not verbatim what she said, but essentially that's what she was saying. But the DA9 defies all those odds. It is a very small, very capable, all-in-one audio device when you factor in the Bluetooth streaming. And like in my SSCS5 video, I don't feel like I need to go into a 20-minute long video to explain to you how exactly the DA9 sounds, because it's not as important as how it sounds as what it does. And for what it does, $250 is looking pretty good. Who is the audience for the DA9? What is the use case for the DA9? Well, if you're someone who wants to set up a second system, or just a living room system or bedroom system, or something that where you have a confined space or you don't want to spend a ton of money, what else is going to give you this much functionality? And not only do you have the convenience of an all-in-one unit when you consider Bluetooth streaming, but you also have a variety of EQ settings. So as far as what this unit sounds like, well, it's really up to you, because there are quite a bit of EQ presettings, and then you also have the ability to set your own, whether you just want to hear nothing but treble or nothing but bass, or basically everything in between. Now, of course, this isn't the most resolving and resolute piece of hardware. We're talking about an all-in-one unit that costs $250. But that being the case, I don't foresee someone hooking this up to a $100,000 pair of Wilson Beneshis and expecting it to shine. This is something that's just extremely convenient, extremely diverse in its feature set, and allows you to have enough play and functionality to add your own flavors should you want to. And I definitely feel like it was a smart decision to put the analog inputs, both the unbalanced and balanced, so you can play around at different DACs, because most definitely the most severe limiting factor to this device is the DAC. And not only because it only accepts Bluetooth, but I just feel like the DAC is there for convenience and not so much resolution. I definitely felt like plugging in my benchmark DAC3L into this unit, which is definitely complete overkill considering the benchmark is almost 10 times the price of the DA9. It did give more resolution and clarity and took off the harshness in the treble that was definitely the main complaint I had when it came to the Bluetooth module. At 50 watts and the 8 ohms, there was absolutely no shortage of power. Drove everything, including the Sony SSCS5s and even my Focal Sopra 2s. The one thing I will say is that when it comes to the 5-way binding posts, these are really small. These are probably the smallest 5-way binding posts I've ever seen. And accepting a normal banana was absolutely fine. I think that a banana plug is really the way that you need to go with this, because with the power cord plugged in and the Bluetooth antenna, I don't think you're going to have a great time plugging spades into this with it laying flat. You're going to end up with a device that looks like this on a flat surface. It's going to go, because the spades are going to have to be lifted up from the back, because there's no other way you can put spades on this device. So opt for banana cables. I also like the fact that it just uses a normal 3-prong plug, because some of the smaller units like this, they use that wall wart, and the wall warts, depending on the size, they end up bleeding over into the other outlet on the wall or in your power strip or power conditioner, and it always just takes away from what you got, so you don't want to do that. The screen is pretty small, but it's still legible when it comes to volume. I did wish that when it went to the menu and you went to the different options, especially with the EQ, that it would really enlarge the text, because even close up on some of the EQ settings, it's extremely small, and manually adjusting the EQ when you're setting, +1, +2 on the treble or bass is really, really small, and I wish that that text was bigger. It would make it a lot easier. It would make it a lot easier to use when you're not like right up in front of the unit. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to check out the DA9, purchase it for yourself, there's going to be a link below in the comments. It'll be an affiliate link from Apos Audio. If you buy one of these units, you'll help support me a little bit. Apos has a really great warranty program and also has a risk-free trial period. So if you just want to try it out, throw it in that second system, and you don't like it, you can always return it. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. It really helps me out. Check the links below in the description for other ways to help support the channel, including my Patreon. It will really help so I can continue to make great videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.